Well, it's match day live. Arsenal is taking on Manchester City, and obviously, Arsenal are the host of this game at the Emirates. And guess what? Guess what? These two managers have gone ahead to name their starting 11. And obviously, we are all out here to let you know who has brought who and really dissect these starting 11s and see who is really having an upper hand over the other as far as this title table clash is concerned. Rock and David is my name. Smash like button, comment, and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And today, I'm here to pass on a message to all those that have gone onto my channel commenting that it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Partey is going to start. Now you know what it means when Rock and David really comes out and really informs you about a situation, about a player. I told you, I did a video that Thomas Partey has not been seen arriving with the Arsenal squad at the team hotel and at the Emirates. He's not there, and people said I'm lying. Now you know what I'm talking about. Thomas Partey got an injury in the last training session of Arsenal as they were prepared for this game of City. That's it. He got injured and is nowhere into the starting 11 of Arsenal today. So don't expect him anywhere today, because even when you look at the substitutes, Thomas Partey has not made it to the substitutes. And that breeds the Jorginho reason as to why Mikel Arteta signed him. But I'm seeing Arsenal fans mourning. But imagine if I told you you're having Lokonga, I think we'd have been mourning more. But Jorginho has faced City a lot of times. He's not afraid of City, and he's a more experienced player than El Nini and Lokonga, who are really playing to that position. So I don't want to see Arsenal fans mourning here. I don't want to see Arsenal fans mourning here, because all what you are mourning is uncalled for, because you are having a player in the names of Jorginho who is really experienced to play to that position, and I see no reason for you to go out and really select this player. Why are you not giving credit to this man? This guy is amongst the top 6 or top 7 CDMs in the Premier League, of which Lokonga and El Nini are not even the top 20. You get? They are not the top 20 CDMs in the league. But this guy is among the top 6 cream de la cream CDMs in the Premier League. And I believe today he's really going to have a very fantastic game, because he knew what you guys talked about him in the game of Everton when he came on through. You selected him, and now he's here to let you know that I'm here to really take Arsenal to where they're supposed to be, and I'm here to silence you. And most of you, by the end of this game, might end up shushing your mouth. I'm not going to the extreme. He might have a bad game, but I believe these are games that this guy was signed for. That's it. Because Sambi Lokonga would have played well against Everton, Leeds, what. But in the game of this magnitude, Sambi Lokonga showed us a way at Sambi Lokonga showed us that away at a side known as Etihad in the FA Cup, when Man City was knocking out Arsenal, that he's not ready for such games, and that welcomes a player to come in called Jorginho to take over. And allow me throw you into this starting 11 of Arsenal as named by Mikel Arteta. They are having Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, as I predicted that Ben White is supposed to be dropped on the bench because his form was really out of this world. Then Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah. Now, that is the starting 11 that Mikel Arteta has named to take on a side known as Man City at Emirates. Remember, Arteta has played Man City 6 times ever since he took over the job of Manchester United, and is going to hate to lose all those games. Man City, not Manchester United, is going to hate to lose all those games when he's playing against City. The bench has Matt Turner, Ben White, Kian Tierney, Jakub Kivio. There is Rob Holding. There is Fabio Vieira, Trossard, Reiss Nelson, and Kozia Dobry. And guess who has failed to make the bench is Emily Smith-Rowe. But Reiss Nelson has really made it to the bench of Arsenal in this starting 11. Let's get to this. The lineup of Man City is having Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Nathan Ake, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Ika Gundogan, the captain of the team, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Jack Grealish, and Haaland. That is the starting 11 for a side called Man City. When you look at the substitutes, we are having Ortega, Moreno, Phillips, Laporte, Alvarez, Gomez, Ekanji, Foden, and Palmer, and then Lewis. That is the starting 11 for a side known as Man City to take on Arsenal today at the Emirates. And I think most Arsenal fans are a little bit of shaky because of the absentia of Thomas Partey, but you have to believe in what the manager has really gone in for. The game is happening at the Emirates. It's a stadium that really has a capacity of 60,704 revealers to come on and really watch or view this game of football. Now, after that, I would like for you guys to go ahead and smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm having some people in the live chat already. Kagwesije Baker, let me wait and see him as a game planner. All right. I think he's going to have an elite game because he is a very good passer of the ball. He's going to get that ball from the back four and obviously do the needful to really stretch it or spread it wide in the central axis and in the wide areas. Then Sare and San, Man City 3, Arsenal 2. That's your prediction. Then I'm having Kagwesije Baker. Whatever results me, I'm like outgone. God intervene. So you guys, you think without Partey, Arsenal cannot go ahead and really get in results? You get? I think Arsenal can outlive without Partey. And the problem is you don't know Jorginho. And I pray to it that Jorginho plays like 3 or 4 consecutive games of Arsenal when he's starting. Then you're going to start to appreciate the player. Jorginho is a very good quality midfielder. World class. Most of the people have described him that he's on his downfall, that is downgrading. I doubt. The problem was he was in a struggling team of Chelsea, and you can't come out and really call him that because he wasn't that one player that would have uplifted the entire team, because in the modern game of football, it's very hard to find out a team being uplifted by one player. That's the mistake Arsenal fans are really making on a player known as Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is known the alpha and omega of the Arsenal midfield. The Arsenal midfield can outlive very many others. When you look at the stats of Thomas Partey and Jorginho, they're not far away different. There are things, multiple things. Jorginho does them better than Partey. I think one thing that Partey has is that combativeness, the intensity, the energy, the physicality that he brings to the game. I believe that's the difference. But I believe Jorginho fits Arsenal. That's it. He fits the midfield of Arsenal and the style of play that Mikel Arteta wants to play with. And I believe in the heart of Arteta, he's not even afraid for a second, because he knows Jorginho is a quality midfielder that is going to go all out and really let his team really get the result that really deserves. And who tells you that in the world, you'll always have the players available? You get? You are jinxing this man, but I think this man has the capability to take you forward. And I think you guys don't call for God to intervene, because God already intervened by getting you Jorginho. Then I'm having Mugole Isma Malevo. I believe it will be a tight game for Arsenal. Obviously, it's going to be a tight game for both sides, because even Arsenal is really good. And Arsenal are home. They are at home, and you have to give them a benefit of doubt. Then we are having Dennis Jokan. Arsenal will surprise Man City as they did to Manchester United. I remain DJ Denix from Chiriandongo. You are right. I side with you that Arsenal might surprise Man City, and I believe the best result City are getting at the stadium is a draw. That's the best result they can get. I don't see Man City nearing a win against Arsenal, according to me. Do you know why? In the previous games they've played away, City have gone ahead to lose almost every game. You get? They played away at Manchester United, they lost. They played away at Tottenham Hotspur, they lost. They are beaten. So it really gives Arsenal a chance so that they can join this bandwagon of teams that have gone ahead to beat City in their previous 3 away visits. When you look at City, their previous away visits, let me check them a little bit here. All right. In the EFL Cup, when they played Southampton, they are beaten. On the 11th of June, they are beaten by Southampton 2-0. On 3 days later, when they played Manchester United on the 14th, United beat them by 2-1. The other away game they played was against Tottenham Hotspur. They were beaten by 1-0. So City has not been looking an elite side while playing away from home. So I see no reason as to why Arsenal fans are outside there try to mourn to see to it that they are not really going to beat City. I think Arsenal has every weapon to beat City today. They have every weapon to beat City today. And when you look at their bench, Reece Nelson is back. There is Trossard. There is Fabio Vieira. I think Arsenal is really having an elite bench to come in through and really settle down this fixture. And you can as well go into the live chat and tell me your predictions into the comment section below or the live chat and really let me know what you think about this beautiful game of football as we get into what we call the team tactics and how these teams are really going to line up, because you've known who is starting, but how is Arsenal going to line up? When you look at the starting 11 of Arsenal, they're having Aaron Ramsdale in goal. They've gone for a 4-3-3 system as the Arsenal side with Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Tomiyasu comes in for Ben White. This is a change that I called for very, very many times because I know what it means to combat or to really do the checkmates on the attacks of Arsenal. I've seen very many people insinuating that the reason as to why they brought in Tomiyasu is because Partey is out. That's not the case. Ben White has been off. Ever since he played against Manchester United and Rashford sat him down and he played only 45 minutes and took him off, he has been really bad. He has been really bad. And if I told you are looking for a player to come in through and really give you good transitions from the right back position to the central defense, I think it's Tomiyasu. Defensively, he's better. He can give you the control of the game. And going forward, I think he's much more better than Ben White. And I think Ben White commenced off the season very, very well. But after the World Cup, I think he has not been that player that he was before he went to the World Cup, that everyone was yearning for to come in and really start for that Arsenal side every time he was being called upon. So I believe Tomiyasu is going to play a very wonderful job today. And I also went ahead in my predicted starting 11 and really put out a player called Ben White for Tomiyasu. And I'm so much amazed that the manager has really gone ahead to go ahead and bring in that player. Zinchenko, I hinted about him to start in the left back position. Why? He's the best inverted, I think, left back, him and Luke Shaw, in the Premier League, according to how the stats are really showing. The way he really gives Arsenal balance onto that side is really out of this world. He's a very good player that you have to reckon with if at all you are going to play against City. And you can't fail to field a player that you only have who was formerly playing at City in a game you're going to face City that is really so much decisive on who is going to win the trophy. Gabriel Jesus, who would have been in today, is just some 10-15 days away from returning to the starting 11 of Arsenal. So you have to put in Zinchenko because he knows what City is all about, and he's not a novice to the playing style of City. That's why the manager has gone in for Zinchenko. And I think those fears of Zinchenko being destroyed by Mahrez, I believe they are not going to happen. Do you know why? Arteta was at Man City. He was into those training sessions. He knew exactly how they transpired. That battle of Zinchenko versus Riyad Mahrez, how it really went ahead to always end. While in training, I know this manager knows it very, very well. And to bring you up to speed, he has made a decision that I thought is valid. You know, most of the Arsenal fans were calling out for Kientieni. Kientieni to come in and do what? I believe the days of Kientieni at Arsenal are over. You might not agree with me, but the days of Kientieni at Arsenal have really come to an end. You just have to agree with me and admit those days are really over. And when Tavares comes back in the summer, I believe a decision is going to be taken. It's going to be Nuno Tavares over Kientieni, because Kientieni looks at himself as a player who is supposed to be playing regularly for his club, but he's not getting in enough playing time. But the return of the UEFA Europa League, maybe he might find himself getting playing time in the UEFA Europa League, because the manager will always bench Zinchenko for him. Now, the central defense, these are constants. Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, their primary role is to combat the attacks of Man City through Haaland. We've seen that Haaland against the top 6 teams, has not been able to score very many goals because he's always closed down easily. And I believe it's easy to close him down. But if I told you saw what he did in the game of Aston Villa versus Man City for that Gundogan goal, you need to sharpen your brain and really think broadly that maybe there are certain aspects that Pep Guardiola is really introducing into this player known as Haaland. But I believe these two can contain Haaland because the supply won't come in through as expected, because I saw it at Etihad. It was not all that at that level that we expected it to be. Then Jorginho playing the single pivot where Partey comes in and plays. Very many Arsenal fans are not impressed with this, but there is nothing to do. And for me, who believes in Jorginho as a player whom I've loved ever since he came to the Premier League, I think he's the best fit for this club. He's the best fit into that position and is the best backup for Thomas Partey. He's not even a backup because they are almost in the same range or wavelength with Thomas Partey. No reason for you to mourn about this because this guy is really world class and he does the job. I've seen people calling him the bad signing or what, but Jorginho, my dear, is a player who has been playing at the top level for the last 6-7 years. He's a winner. He has played against City and he knows what it means to face Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, and Ilkay Gundogan. So I believe he's the right man to play there. Then Martin Odegaard playing on the right side of the three-man midfield with Granit Xhaka. I believe Odegaard is going to be so much instrumental. And I believe Odegaard is going to enjoy a little bit better because Jorginho is a better pass of the ball than Thomas Partey. That's it. I think he's going to enjoy. Then Saka is going to face I think Bernardo Silva. This is really worrying that Bernardo Silva is being played onto the left back because Man City has gone for a 3-2-4-1 system. Eddie Nketiah leading the line. If they service him and he finds himself being clinical, I see himself on the score sheet tonight. Then Gabriel Martinelli. This is really a start that I never expected because I believe Trossard would have been a better player in this game. That's it. I believe Trossard would have been a better player in this game. You get? But Martinelli needs to lift himself up because he has really been really off. He has been really off and he needs to find himself back to the form he was when he left for the World Cup, because ever since return from the World Cup, he's no longer that player that he was. I think it's the Gabriel Jesus effect that is really affecting very many players. Him and Saka also, they have not been really good, according to me, because the man leading the line is really lacking the mobility of a player called Gabriel Jesus. And I think most of you have gone ahead to recognize it. There has been a very huge follow-up of Bukayo Saka and Martinelli ever since they came back from the World Cup, because a player known as Jesus, one of those that helped them really to create space in the final third, is really out. Now, after all that, then we are going to go a little bit and talk about City. Let me see who I'm having here. Arsenal will surprise City. All right, I finished that. And I'm having someone else known as Baba Musa. Hardworking Rokani David. I like the passion you have for this job. May Allah bless you for always updating us about Arsenal. Not only Arsenal, I update you even all about other teams. So don't think I only update you about Arsenal. I update you even on other teams. Then I'm having Edmond Mugisha. Arsenal must win. To me, I believe Arsenal is winning this game of football. If the worst goes to the worst, it's going to be a draw. But I don't see City get a win at Emirates. With this system, let me show you the system that Pep Guardiola has really gone in for. And you're going to get to know that it's going to create more space for the likes of Saka and Martinelli. And they like it when they're having space. I don't know what was the plan for the manager of Man City, but I think this is really something that might see him regretting at the end of the game. Now, City has gone in for a 3-2-4-1 system with Ederson in goal, 3-man central defense of Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, and Nathan Ake. That's it. Bernardo Silva and Rodri. That's it. That means they are going to be covering this side, I think Bernardo will switch this side. Then Kyle Walker will a little bit switch here. All Rodri to find himself playing in the central defense a lot. We saw him play in the central defense for the side of Spain a lot. Then Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne will drop in here for you to see to it that they really add numbers in the midfield to create compactness in the central axis. Then Riyad Mahrez is going to play as a right winger, and Jack Grealish is going to play as a left winger. Haaland is really going to play as the lead striker. When you look at this system, it's full of triangles. Let me show you the first triangle. The first triangle is this: Haaland, Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne. That is the first triangle. Then there is another triangle that is really drawn in a different way altogether. I'm talking about the attacking triangles of Man City. There is going to be this one: Jack Grealish, Haaland, and Gundogan. That is another triangle that you should think about. You get? All right, that's another triangle that you think about into this beautiful game of football that is going to take place at the Emirates, because these attacking triangles I'm showing you are really going to be so much instrumental in how Arsenal is going to win this game of football. If at all they can track them down, then they can do it. And there is this one of Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, and Mahrez. You see this? It shows you that the manager is really going in for a triangle, these three attacking triangles: Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Mahrez. That is one. That is the second one. Then there is Jack Grealish, Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva. That is another triangle that is really going to be in the attack. The first one I showed you is Haaland, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and Haaland. That is the other one. And there is the plateau of the attack that is going to be having four. Is it a plateau? I don't know. What is this shape? Draw this shape. Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo Silva. These four players. Look at these four players. Look at them very well. Those four players are really going to be so much instrumental into the City attack, because City builds its play in the central axis. Rodri initiating it. Now Bernardo Silva is another one in the pivot. A double pivot with Rodri, then Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne. That is the heart. That is the heart of the Man City attack. And if at all Arsenal can combat this and stop this, then Grealish, Mahrez, and Haaland will be of no harm to Arsenal. That's it. If they can combat this, they can be of no harm to Arsenal. But there is a little bit of worry for the City side. Why? If you are leaving Silva to cover this position and Rodri, I think Rodri is going to be switching here and Kyle Walker is going to be defending this side. And I don't see Bernardo Silva dropping here for Nathan Ake to do this. So I believe that what they are going to play is Diaz, Rodri, to come here in the central defense. That means Rodri will also drop here, such that Nathan Ake spreads wide to Mark Saka and obviously Kyle Walker. But I worry about the distance that is going to be in between Saka and Ake, because every time you see Saka having a lot of operating space, he's really deadly. And that's what Saka likes to be doing in the game. You give him space, he is deadly. He's not good at acting tight spaces, but you put him there. When he's having yards of space ahead of him, he's going to go ahead and really hit you badly. The same applies to Martinelli. This side needs to be active. I don't know how Rodri and Kyle Walker are going to be communicating to stop Gabriel Martinelli, because they are really going to be having a very hard time to face that side of Arsenal, because Arsenal is really a side that hits you on the break, especially if at all there are yards of space, and that is Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka, and that has been named as the starting 11 of City. This is the system that he used to beat Aston Villa, but Aston Villa look like they're going through it, and I don't believe that Aston Villa have the quality like what that Arsenal has up front. I believe Arsenal has a more quality than Aston Villa, and I think that is really going to be so much dangerous for Pep Guardiola. And if Pep Guardiola gets it right, and this system is not annihilated by Mikel Arteta's men, all army, I'll come back here and really hail him. If he goes ahead and gets destroyed by Arsenal, I'll come here and tell you that that was a bad choice made by the manager. You know, we give our views and then the manager proves us wrong or right after the game of football is done and dusted. That's it. So let's wait and see how this man known as Pep Guardiola is going to go ahead and really go head to head with Arsenal with that system that initiated in the game of a team called Aston Villa at their stadium. Then I'm having Manilo Mohammed, too bad for Arsenal. But why are you guys moaning about Thomas Partey? You guys, why are you moaning about Thomas Partey? Rokan talk about the Man City with one defender in the center back. They're not having one defender. When you look at City, let me show you City. City is playing with three. They are playing with three central defenders. That's it. Kyle Walker, Diaz, and Nathan Aki. This is the back three. But I think when Arsenal is attacking, Rodri will a little bit switch in here. You get? Ika Gundogan will become the CDM. Kevin De Bruyne will come in for you. Kyle Walker, I think, will spread right, and Nathan Aki will spread left. I think that's how they're going to defend. But do you think it will be really idealistic to get Rodri drop here and Gundogan do the needful and drop in the CDM area? I think Arsenal will overpower them. Arsenal will overpower them on that. But also, Arsenal needs to keep an eye on Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri and Ika Gundogan because they are really elite. These three, the brain of Man City. And Arsenal should really find ways of really putting checkmates to stop these players from really going ahead to really go ahead and really hurt the team of Arsenal. That is it. So, Tibajuka Robert, my match today is a draw 1-1. I'm here, Kansanga, Kampala, following you, bro. All right, thank you for watching in from Kansanga. Hope you're doing and having a very fantastic evening. Then, City has mentioned attacking team only. That's the attacking team. That's the team of City always, but the system has been deployed. He usually plays with a 4-3-3. He has gone in for a 4-2-3-1, meaning that he wants to attack in numbers because he knows he has nothing left. Even if he draws, it's not important because Arsenal will be having one game in hand. If at all they win it, the point gap goes back to 6. So he has brought this team, Kevin De Bruyne, Ika Gundogan in more advanced position of the midfield to see to it that they really hurt a team known as Arsenal. And he's using Bernardo Silva from the deep lying side of the midfield. That's it. So every time you push Ika Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne up front the pitch, that means you want to threaten your opponent and really score much in this game of football. I believe that's what has gone in for. Lucky Eddie Obelon, hello Rokani, thanks for the live streaming. I'm following you from Entebbe, Uganda, right? Entebbe people, thank you for watching in, Lucky. And it's always nice having you always on this channel. Then we are having Dennis Joaquim. As Arsenal fans, I will not give up. Arsenal good at home. DJ Dennis remain my name. Thank you for watching in. But guys, smash the like button. We are having 100 people watching in and only 26 people have liked this video. Continue to like this video, guys, because the more you like it, the more it goes viral. Then Lucky Eddie Obelon, Arsenal really needs to win to prove the doubters that they are fighting for the title. And I believe Arsenal winning the title. Arsenal winning this title. Everything is falling on their side. If at all you've been following up the dynamics of this game, Arsenal looks like they are at the air game. They are at their air game and they are winning everything. You see, losing to Everton and drawing to Brentford, losing 5 points in 2 consecutive games, and you stay on top 3 points ahead of City, and when you're having a game in hand, that's something unusual. The situations are really different. The hallmarks of this league are indicating that it's all going to North London, and that is Arsenal. Ngozi Richard, I'm a gain of Arsenal, but it will end in a draw. I believe the worst result Arsenal is going to get is a draw. Arsenal is not going to be beaten by City. And I think City, if they are to fight to their bone marrows, they are going to get a draw. That's it. But they cannot beat Arsenal. That's what I really believe. They're not beating Arsenal because Arsenal has not lost any single game at their stadium. They've not lost any single game at their stadium. That's it. I believe and have faith in my team. Arsenal will definitely be in our favor. I also believe that that's going to be the favor of Arsenal. James Daniel, Arsenal will definitely win this game. I do believe that Arsenal really having an edge over a side known as City. Then Justin like Jorginho should not play today. I still see him as a Chelsea player. Then that's hate. Just welcome him. He's your new Arsenal player that you should take on and really welcome him at Arsenal. He's your number 20 starting in that single pivot position of Arsenal versus City. Then Manilo Mohammed, Arsenal 2, Man City 2. Yeah, that's a possible result. Then Henry Okwara, Arsenal will win by 2-1. That's my most probable result that I really believe that's going to happen. But my heart is telling me 3-1. A 3-1 win for Arsenal. That's what I'm really feeling for Arsenal, according to how I see this game of football. That City is going to open up. They're not having a decent defense. Ruben Diaz is just coming in from injury. I don't think that he's really fully fit for the match. Although he played 45 minutes against Aston Villa, I don't think that brings him back into contention to play against this Arsenal side, because this is the best team in the league. This was told to us or revealed to us by even the manager of Manchester City, that Arsenal is the best team in the league. And it's also revealed itself, or confirms itself, when you look at the table of the Premier League, that the best team is Arsenal, topping the league, topping the table with, I think, 51 points right about now. Then Justin is telling me 3-1 in favor of Arsenal, but if Jorginho plays, then the reverse is the result. Jorginho is already starting. Guys, haven't you seen the starting 11 of Arsenal? Let me flash it, because it looks like you guys, you have not yet seen it. Let me flash it onto your screen and really know who is really starting for Arsenal in this fixture. That's it. So, you see, Jorginho is here, shirt number 20, starting in the central defensive midfield position of Arsenal. So, he's starting. And if at all you are saying that if Jorginho starts, then the reverse is the result, I doubt. Jorginho is a very good player. And most of you just need him to pass the acid test. But to me, he has already passed it, because he's a very good player. 2-1 in favor of Arsenal. That is Senyonja Alex. 2-1 in favor of Arsenal. Thank you for watching again. Then Elisha Martinez Rokani is party injured. Yeah, he got a small injury in the last training they had in the game of, as they prepared for the game of City. But I told Arsenal fans that if I were Mikel Arteta, I had no reason to hurry Thomas Partey back to play the game of Everton and to play the game of Brentford. I think it was better to reserve him and really get back. But having hurried him, the repercussions have really showed up that the player is back to his mode of getting injured. I think if you rested him for the game of Everton and Brentford and let Jorginho play those games, today Thomas Partey would have been fit to face City. But I think he did a very poor decision on this guy. Then Thomas Firi, 2-1 win for Arsenal. Thank you for watching again. This is Thomas Zambia. I like how you do your YouTube. Thank you, Thomas, for watching it. And people in Zambia, thank you for watching us. And it's always nice to eat that we are being watched all over the world. Then we are having Ricardo Etukudo. I want to use my phone and watch the game. Which media should I use? Download, it's called what? This app of DSTV, it's called what? Max. It's called something Max. It's called what? Showmax. Download Showmax, pay for it, and you're going to be watching that game of football wherever you are. Showmax, download it. You will watch the game of football. Then I'm having Christopher Omoya. I am Christopher from Kamocha, Uganda. I see Arsenal winning 2-1 in favor of the Gunners. All right, thank you for watching in. 2-1, 3-1 is the win. I really think Arsenal is really going to go ahead and really win this game of football on. Then I'm having Magufeni Edward, Arsenal winning. I'm Edward from Denmark. Oh, people from Denmark, thank you for watching in, and thank you for always keeping it our channel. That is Rokani Media Football. Then Ricard Otukudo, please, I want to use my phone to watch the match. Which media will I use? Just go all out and download Showmax. Showmax will bring you that game live and clear. Then Pochizito, when is Jesus coming back? 2 weeks from now, Jesus is going to be back. Most preferably, 25th of 25th of February. Well, as Arsenal is playing as Preston is playing Leicester City, that's when we expect him to show up. But if at all he does not show up, just know that at the beginning of March, Jesus will be back. Smash the like button, guys. We are having 80 people watching in and only 32 have smashed the like button. Continue to smash it. Lamuria, China. Arsenal 1, Man City 0. All right. That is also possible. But remember, Arsenal playing against the big six members at Emirates, they've not kept a clean sheet. Against Spurs, they won 3-1. That means they conceded 1. Against Liverpool, they won 3-2. They conceded 2 goals against Liverpool. Against Manchester United, they conceded 2. So it shows you that Arsenal concedes more goals at Emirates than while playing away from home. So let's wait and see how it's going to happen. But Arsenal keeping a clean sheet at home against City will be a very, 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 very phenomenal and emphatic win for Arsenal. And what a message being sent to Pep Guardiola that we are here to beat you for the very first time, because ever since, he has never won a game against Pep Guardiola. And he said today in the press, he said yesterday in the press conference that I want to win the game of football. How do we watch game on Showmax? Go to your app store, or Play Store, or Apple Store, download Showmax, then subscribe to their monthly fee. I think it's like $10. Pay that amount of money, and then you'll go on and you'll see all the live games being streamed there, because Showmax is DSTV. Showmax is DSTV, so DSTV broadcasts these games in sub-Saharan Africa. That's it. So you'll watch that game of football. And I think that app is everywhere in the world. Now, then we are having Maribe. How do I watch these games on Showmax? I think I've explained. Then Paul Chizito, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. All right. We are waiting to see how that comes to pass. Then Elisha Martinez, bro, thanks for the great job. Let me believe in Jorginho just because I'm your follower. Thanks. Jorginho is a very good player, guys. You guys, do you think Jorginho is in these levels of El Nini, Lokonga Sambi? Jorginho is in the top 6 list of CDMs in the Premier League. Jorginho, Casemiro, Thomas Partey, Rodri, Fabinho, Jorginho, Caicedo, Declan Rice. That is the level. That is the ilk where you get Jorginho in. That is the level. So you guys, you're underestimating Jorginho because you've not seen him play for Arsenal, and you've not been paying attention to detail in every game he played at Chelsea. If at all you saw him play for Chelsea, he's really a very, very good player. And I've had some people coming out and spreading lies that at Chelsea, he had a hard-working man alongside him, either in Kovacic or N'Golo Kante. But trust me, Xhaka is another beast in that midfield. He does the hard work, he covers a lot of space, and the same applies to Martin Odegaard. And Jorginho himself also covers a lot of space. That's it. The problem is, very few people have been watching Chelsea games. I know most of you watch Chelsea when it's playing Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and maybe the Champions League when they are playing Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and very many other teams. But if Sorry, there was a little bit of the internet glitch, but I think we are back to where we are supposed to be. And I think we are back, not so? We are back, not so? We are back to really present to you the best of the best from this channel known as Rokani Media Football. So, guys, I don't want you guys to really downplay Jorginho. Jorginho is really a very fantastic player that is really in the galaxy of the best players in the midfield. Bro, all right, I'm having some internet glitches. You are in terms of giving objective analysis. Thank you for watching in. Then I'm having Lucky Eddie Oblen. Come on, you Gunners. It's a few minutes to kick off. I'm already seated waiting for the game. All right, thank you very much for waiting for the game. And I believe it's really going to be a very good game that we, the people who are really going to watch it, who are really enjoying it, and I think it's really going to be great. I think it's 30 minutes to the game of football between Arsenal and Manchester City. Then let's have Maribe. So I think you've watched it. I think you've gotten the Showmax app. Not so. So thank you very much for watching through. Now, I want to go through and really see what Arteta is really going ahead to say about this game of football before I really call it a day as far as this game of football is concerned between Arsenal and Manchester City. Not that. Let's see. I want to see what Mikel Arteta is going ahead to really tell us about this beautiful game of football, because I've seen him speaking to media, and let's see exactly what he had to say. All right, something I want to show you. That is how Gabriel Jesus is at the Emirates, already in a tendency to support the boys to see if they really get a win. Very important win in a game that he would have loved to be in physically, but his knee situation cannot allow him to take part into this game of football. So let's wait and see how everything is going to go ahead and really pan out into this game of football as Arsenal takes on a team called Manchester City. All right, I'm trying to get something here. City Extra, where are you? I want to know what Arteta has really said about Thomas Partey. I really want to know what he has said about Thomas Partey. It's Mikel Arteta. Where is Arteta? This is Pep Guardiola coming out and really speaking out loud. Let's get a little bit to Sky Sports, because I know Sky Sports has it. Sky Sports has it. I want to really show you what these managers are really going to have to say. All right. 8 minutes, the start of the game. Smash the like button, comment, and share. As the game starts, we are going to let you guys watch it, and then when it's done, we'll return with the match reaction as usual. And so, I think that's how we do it usually, guys. That's how we usually do it. So let's see. I'm looking for Arteta. What did Arteta have to say? Arteta, where are you at? Oh. Pep Guardiola speaking to Amazon Prime. I want to see Arteta speaking to Amazon Prime. What did Arteta have to say? All right. I cannot trace what Arteta really had to say, but I think you guys are really having a fantastic moment. And if at all I call it quits for now, I think no one is going to come out and really say, Rokani, you've not dealt with my question. I think I've dealt with all of your questions. I think there is one left. There is one left here. I pray Arsenal to win London. So Prince G. Day McCollin is watching us from London and is praying for Arsenal to go all out and really win. I think Arsenal is really tipped to win this game of football, according to me. I think they're a much better team. That's it. And they've shown it They've shown it game in, game out. So, guys, thank you very much for watching in through. I think we call it an hour for now. Then after the game of football, we are going to return and talk to you. As you guys have voted, 82% are saying Arsenal are winning this game of football. 11% are insinuating that Man City are winning this game of football. And 6% are calling in for a draw. Votes have been 109. Thank you for keeping it Rokani Media Football. We return when the game is done, and we are going to be letting you know how everything panned out in this fixture. Rokan David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, my beautiful mates.